Rebecca Lucille Schaeffer was a young woman with a luminous smile and a promising future. She was born in Portland, Oregon in 1967. Rebecca possessed a captivating presence that drew people to her. Even as a young girl, she dreamed of gracing the silver screen. Schaeffer's journey began in New York City as a model. Her youthful beauty and natural charisma quickly caught the eye of casting directors. Soon, she landed a role on the popular daytime soap opera One Life to Live. This was her big break. Hollywood beckoned. Schaeffer's talent was undeniable. She was captivating on screen. She radiated a warmth and authenticity that resonated with audiences. Her performance as Patty Russell, the quirky and lovable best friend, in the hit sitcom My Sister Sam cemented her status as a rising star. The future seemed limitless for the young actress. While Rebecca Schaeffer's star ascended in Hollywood, a dark force gathered in the shadows. Robert John Bardo, a troubled young man from Tucson, Arizona, became fixated on the actress. Bardo was already known to police for his erratic behavior and had a history of mental instability. Bardo's obsession with Schaeffer began innocently enough. He was just one of many fans captivated by her on-screen charm. He wrote her fan letters, plastered his bedroom walls with her pictures. But this admiration soon morphed into something far more sinister. Bardo's infatuation became all-consuming, his thoughts growing increasingly delusional. He began to see Schaeffer not as the actress she was, but as an object of his twisted desires. He became enraged when a scene in the movie Scenes from the Class Struggle in Beverly Hills depicted Schaeffer in bed with another actor. Bardo's possessiveness intensified. He saw this as a personal betrayal. Fueled by rage and jealousy, Bardo decided on a horrifying course of action. He would confront Schaeffer. He would make her his or punish her for rejecting him. He traveled to Los Angeles twice, hired a private investigator to track down her address. His obsession had completely consumed him, pushing him towards a horrific act. The morning of July 18th, 1989, dawned bright and hopeful in Los Angeles. But for Rebecca Schaeffer, it would be a day shrouded in terror. She was alone in her Fairfax apartment, preparing for an audition for The Godfather Part 3. A script lay open on her coffee table. The doorbell rang. Schaeffer, assuming it was the delivery man with a script she was expecting, opened the door. Standing there was Robert John Bardo. He seemed nervous, fidgeting. He told her he was a fan. Bardo handed her a photo of herself that he had brought along. Schaeffer politely accepted the photograph and thanked him. She turned to go back inside. It was then that Bardo pulled out a .357 Magnum from his jacket pocket. He fired a single shot at point-blank range. The bullet struck Schaeffer in the chest. Schaeffer collapsed to the ground. Her lifeblood stained the doorway of her apartment building. She was only 21 years old. Bardo fled the scene. The sound of the gunshot echoed through the quiet neighborhood. Neighbors, alerted by the noise, rushed to help, but it was too late. Section 4. Justice for Rebecca. The trial and conviction of Robert John Bardo. The news of Rebecca Schaeffer's murder sent shockwaves through Hollywood and beyond. Fans were in disbelief. How could someone so full of life be taken so brutally? The entertainment industry mourned the loss of one of its own. Bardo was arrested in Tucson the day after the murder. He confessed to the crime. His trial became a media sensation. The prosecution argued that Bardo's actions were premeditated. They presented evidence of his obsession, his cross-country stalking, and the hired private investigator. Bardo's defense team tried to portray him as mentally ill. They argued that he was not in control of his actions. The jury, however, found Bardo guilty of first-degree murder. He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Justice had been served, but it could not bring back Rebecca. Section 5. A Legacy of Change. Rebecca's Law and the Fight Against Stalking. Rebecca Schaeffer's murder became a tragic turning point in the fight against stalking. Her death exposed the terrifying reality of celebrity obsession and the inadequacy of existing laws to protect victims. The public was outraged. In response to the public outcry, California passed the first anti-stalking law in the United States in 1990. This law, known as Rebecca's Law, criminalized stalking and made it easier for victims to obtain restraining orders. Other states soon followed suit, enacting similar legislation. Schaeffer's murder also led to significant changes in the entertainment industry. Studios began taking security measures more seriously. Fan mail procedures were revised. The tragedy underscored the vulnerability of public figures and the very real dangers posed by obsessed fans. Section 6. Remembering Rebecca, a life cut short but not forgotten. Rebecca Schaeffer's life was tragically cut short, but her legacy lives on. She is remembered for her talent, her beauty, and her infectious zest for life. Her death served as a wake-up call, raising awareness about the dangers of stalking and prompting much-needed legal reform. Today, Rebecca's Law stands as a testament to her enduring impact. Her story continues to serve as a reminder that stalking is a serious crime with potentially devastating consequences. Her memory fuels the ongoing fight to protect victims and prevent future tragedies. Rebecca Schaeffer's light may have been extinguished, but her spirit continues to shine, a beacon in the fight against violence and obsession.